For my first university project, I made an art piece about human division and non-stop war. It was my first class, therefore I overcomplicated it with so much detail. The devil is in the details. I explained my whole concept and idea revolving the art piece I dearly held onto in great depth to the professor. The professor criticized it for being too unclear for major audiences.
If the goal in life I clinched onto, which made me consider art the life support pumping my human organic heart, then all art must be meaningful. But must it be meaningful to me or the general public? And if art is a selfish form of expression, art was, is, and will be personal. And if art is personal, art is me. And if I am art, I must be perfect. I must strive for perfection that's unachievable, unavoidable, unfathomable to me. Or is it? Is it? Am I good enough? If out of the 50 artworks I bumped, not a single one gets the recognition my narcissistic, self-centered human nature influenced human brain thinks it deserves. I am not going to be remembered, and yet, if I don't stop trying, I will certainly be forgotten. But if I fail at being remembered, no matter how much I work, is the existence of never-ending anticipation and questioning your own worth really what worth going through? If art is me, if art is what's slowly killing me while keeping me alive at the same time, am I a matter of killing my own brain and body and total being for overthinking about my own well-being? It's killing me. It makes me feel alive. I'm killing myself while being alive. Immortal. Art is a path to immortality. A path to eternal existence. Once the temple you call a body decays and withers. Once my skin becomes that of white, for I'll be deceased. Yet I'll live forever, in a different, inhuman form. I may not die as happy, but I will die, and eternally be reborn a god.
Dear Diary, it has come to my attention that sometimes I feel like I have horns embedded into my skull, where eyes can be found. Dear Diary,
I want to take them out!
And so, day, night, I rub my eyes. My sleep-deprived, tired, organic eyes! Thinking the feeling will go away. But is there anything that isn't my surprise? Never does. Dear Diary, with days passing, I feel more and more insignificant. I am no less than a fly. Unless someone would stop and pay attention to my buzzing. But I'm afraid it is in their nature to brush me off. I had a dream once about walking to my house at night time and wandering a bit too far. And when I noticed an unknown man walk right toward me, when I reached the house but could not remember the apartment number out of primal fear, was precisely when I felt it. Death. I have an urge, unlike any other, to grab the two protruding horns coming out of my eye holes that are not visible to the others, and I want to tear them out of my head, along with my eyesight, and all the insights that come out accompanying the eyeballs. And yet, there is always something in the way of performing this very action. My obstruction won't save me
From the inevitable!
At the same time, I want to bury hands
Deep into her neck to take out whatever makes my throat ache. Feel inner irritation. Crush it up into tiny little pieces and smile as I would crumble to the ground like a mannequin packed with fucking steel. I want to rip my face off, break the skull free of all control, tissue, put a vacuum pipe down my nasal hole, and suck all the illness out entirely!
Oh, do I wish I had horns growing out of my eyes. For the weight of human eyeballs is far heavier to carry inside these tiny, tiny skull holes of mine. For they present me with experience I cannot accept. This was by far the most realistic nightmare I've ever had. The fear of isolation, being in a different space with no one to call and nowhere to hide, as well as my whole vulnerability and all that combined with being followed. Most terrifying feeling ever. But the second I truly moved, relocated, the nightmare had went away. And what came next was beautiful. What came next was my diary. But there are two more things in the present which always were and are. Horns. Horns in my eyes. And if I took them out, how much me would remain of me?
It's been around us for all our history and is now used in every drink. So why not stick to classics? In a world where caffeine, alcohol, and high sugar amounts make your liver decay eventually and only simulate energy and joy, consume something that gives you real energy. And most importantly,
Takes your liver and beats the devil out of it.
keep it healthy with clean, fresh water.
Why me? I know we're all destined to it from birth, but what makes me so special? To have the audience.
Is what I wanted, isn't it? An audience. What's it matter now? Which form they're in? Thou's looking at millions trapped in marble, and it gives them flattery. They're capable of making dreams reality. Thou art the first of your kind. Thou reminds me too much of someone from mine own origin. What happens then on shall beast my ownest burden.
We don't extend dormitories for second years.
15 days to get out of my fucking sight!
You think I give a fuck about your situation?
Nobody gave a fuck about their situation either. But they already found their shelters. A new home? For you abandoned your home,
Didn't you?
and all the so-called homes here are owned by those like you. But all the seats and beds are taken. Is waiting. No time to defend your country, but all of it to defend your diploma war. They're dying. Dying. You see, they're dying. You cry. They're dying, you piss! What a dying, you shit! What a dying!
That I live lavishly and know of your financial situation, I don't really think it's going to work out. It's not you. You're just manipulative. And a burden. You don't realize I'm going to suffer more.
What are the odds that what you run from won't eventually get to you, huh? mind, it doesn't go away after all. I'll find you. You've been giving yourself more time and safety will make you be remembered. The only thing you'll be remembered for is running. And if you run back, you're now the prey of both monsters. The ones whom you called your people, they will tear you apart, limb by limb, like meat. And meat has to be hunk by hunks. At the end of day, you're all the same insect filth, polluting the world I make. However, I never stand to admire thee, dram ladybugs. So gentle, I wants to crush thee. So weak, I once never dared to berattle my own strength upon thee. I wishes I could feel sorry for to have entranced this way. But then yon once bruised, I wishes I was never born. And so you left, again, thinking the will made by the thing that made you is any different than the one that you abandoned. We're all